Hello everyone, this is Raven Ironwing and welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you that I finally figured out how to play Minecraft the way nature intended, using a joystick that only has one button. A joystick from the 1970s, the original Atari Joystick. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, stay tuned to find out. Now, in this video, you might notice the quality isn't quite as good as it usually is. That's because I'm actually recording from the computer that has a CPU from 2013 that only uses 2 watts of power. So that's why the video quality is a bit strange. Anyway, stay tuned and you'll find out how I'm going to use this one-button Atari joystick from the 70s to play Minecraft. If you haven't seen my previous video where I show how to hook this up to USB and use it as a modern joystick, check that out first. I'll link that in the description down below. Now for today's video, we will be using Antimicro. This is a program that I showed you in my last video for how to use an Atari joystick as a mouse. Well, we're going to use this program here again, but we're going to use its more advanced features this time for mapping various different combinations to mouse functions and keyboard functions that correspond to actions in Minecraft. So, first of all, I have to explain a bit what sets are. So Antimicro has multiple sets of different combinations that correspond to different key presses. So each one of these is a unique configuration for the exact same control pad or joystick. And you can switch between these different configurations using certain button presses, and that's what we're going to do. So first off, what I did is I made it so I mapped forward and back. And well, we'll talk about what back does in a minute, but forward is mapped to W, and then right and left is mapped to moving the mouse right and left. So you can see the mouse is moving right and left, and then when I press forward, it presses the W key. All right, and what happens when I press the button is it shifts to set 3. Now, while we're holding the button down, we have to hold the button down to shift to set 3, otherwise it goes back to set 1. So while I'm holding the button down, it's at set 3. And then if I press forward, then what it does is it jumps and presses W. So we see here, space and W for forward. And then if I press back, then it does the left mouse button and forward. And the way you set up multiple actions like that is you just click on them like this and click on advanced, and then it lets you set up multiple actions like so. And here you can see, so you click here and you can add different things like a hold. So I selected hold and then a certain amount of time. So if I'm pressing forward for longer than 0.8 seconds, then it automatically switches into running. So it goes from W to control plus W, which is what running is. All right, and then, okay, to switch to set 2, I just press down. Now we're on set 2 right here. And then what that does is it allows me to have the full range of motion of the mouse for looking around in a 3-dimensional world. And now in set 2, when I hold down the mouse button, it goes to set 4, which has very similar functions to set 3, where it allows me to mine and place blocks. So if I hold down the button and then press left, it's a left click. If I hold down the button and press right, it's a right click. All right. And I also mapped some functions like if I hold back or down long enough when I'm on set 2, then it goes into the menu. Okay, I think I've talked enough about this. I want you to see what it looks like in practice, so we'll start out on set 1, and we'll go to the game. So here we are in Minecraft, and I'm using only the Atari Joystick right now. So I want to drop down to the grass, so I'm going to hold down the button and left click by pressing left. And I can walk around, and if I hold forward long enough, I'll start to run. And I can jump by holding forward and then pressing the button. And I can mine and move forward at the same time by holding back and pressing the button, or I can just mine in place by pressing the button and moving left. Now, let's go down underground. Oh, and I can do things like open and close doors, of course. So I just hold, whoops, that's not what I want to do. And then I need to hold the button down for a certain amount of time to return to set 1 if I'm in set 2. So you can probably hear my button presses here. Every time I press the button. So it takes a bit of practice, but it's surprisingly playable considering I only have one button. Now this looks very fluid on my screen, but since this is only a 2-watt CPU, I probably don't have the absolute best recording quality going on here. Oh yeah, and then, oops, I am staring at the ceiling. Okay, I'm on set 2. And I somehow switched to bread. Let's eat some bread. I'm hungry. Oops, crap. Okay, now how do I switch back to the pickaxe? Well, I need to hold the button down and press up, and then I should scroll. Oh. Takes some practice. Okay, now hold the button up. Now I can scroll. Okay, now we're back to the pickaxe. Definitely nice that we have more than one button. I remember the days back in the 80s when me and my brothers would just wish that we had more than one button on our controllers and just imagine all the things we could do. But now I've proven that we never needed more than one button because we can play Minecraft, a 3-dimensional game. It's reasonably complex. Oh, what if I want to enter the menu? Well, I just click down like this and it enters the menu. And then I can click the same way I've been clicking. Let's say I want to swap out this grass. With some sugar cane for some reason. And there we go. It definitely takes a lot more work having this very rigid axis, because the Atari Joystick is actually just pressing 4 buttons, 1 button for each direction. And then to exit, you just go down, and there you have it. Minecraft with a joystick from 1977. With only one button. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you want to see me play other games with only one button using the original Atari Joystick, give me some ideas. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't done so, and have a wonderful day.